Hey guys, this is Vorpal for Vorpal Preparations. Just doing a quick video today about why I prep. And there's a lot of videos out there, so it will be similar. I'm going to sort of talk a little bit about from a personal sort of perspective and stuff like that. I'm just going to start talking about a psychological element, and that is the fact that I do sleep with sort of a self-defense item next to my bed. Now this might come as a shock, but the nights that I don't sleep next to my bed with a knife or whatnot, I do actually feel a lot better. And this is because the nights that you don't do it, you actually feel like nothing can happen because you've got nothing there to stop, to protect yourself. And I know it's quite a weird sort of conundrum, but you feel inside that, yeah, nothing can happen because I've got nothing here, and everything's fine. This is my home. And when you actually do have a self-defense weapon there, you actually legitimize the threat, and you feel like, wow, maybe I will actually need to use this. So that's sort of from a psychological element that that can actually cause, that can have on you. And probability plays a huge role in this. I'm 23, and I've never had any problems with home invasion or any of that stuff. And demographics play a huge role as well. You've got crime statistics, you know that sort of stuff. And but the thing with statistics and probability and that sort of stuff is that anomalies occur, and it's a part of statistics. And personally, I would rather prepare to be an anomaly, and then sort of just ignore the fact that, and believe that my family and myself are safe. Um, and I don't think that there's any harm in doing that. But the sort of the psychological element I was talking about at the start, it can have an impact on yourself, and you do feel better knowing that that nothing, you do feel better by doing nothing. And I understand that, that was me. But the fact is that that's not the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is that something can happen, and you either do something or you don't do something. And the reason that I brought up the psychological element is because I believe that's the fundamental philosophy of preppers. Uh, we don't sit back and go, yeah, it'd be nice if this just didn't happen. I'm just going to go and just live my life and just go to work and stuff. That's nice, and probability, you'll be fine. Uh, the fact is that that's not the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is that if something does occur, are you going to be prepared to handle it, or are you going to be one of the other people that just goes, oh, I didn't think this would happen to me. Um, so another thing, you why do people pay car insurance? It's pretty expensive, and would it not just be better for people to, just go, oh, I'm a pretty good driver, and I won't get into any accidents and stuff, so it doesn't matter. But people still pay car insurance because of the fact that you don't know what's going to happen. And I don't understand why people do this with material objects, yet they fail to do this with their life. Um, we have life insurance and stuff like that, so we can protect our families and stuff if something, and support them if something occurs. But why not take that one step back and actually have a physical form of life insurance? Why wait until death occurs? I mean, a lot of preppers talk about this physical element of physical insurance, and you know And many people laugh and sort of ridicule at what we do, and that's fine. And I want you to be right. Like, why wouldn't I? But we have enough problems as it is, and is it completely sort of completely insane to think that something can happen? I mean, if you look at Haiti and Katrina, 9/11, these are all things that people didn't know were going to happen, yet they just happened one day. And um, the fact is that the world is a volatile place, and um, it happens everywhere. So this is just a quick video, and I feel that um, people should take the leadership themselves, and sort of not rely on the government. And that does not mean that I'm against the government. No, I'm for the government. I do, my studies are so, I will hopefully work in the government. So I'm not against the government, but I feel that um, it's uh, it's insane to think that you're going to be the first person that they will rescue in the event that something occurs. Their resources are going to be tied up, and you have no idea what's going on. So, and the fact is that basic prepping is not just items. You'll have prepping items around the house. You got a camping bag. You're going to have stoves. You're gonna have rope in the garage. You're gonna have flashlights around the house. You're gonna have knives and that sort of stuff. It's not just about items. It's about the mindset. You have to know what you have. You have to know how to use it, and you have to know sort of why you have those things and that sort of stuff. So it's not just about the items. You actually have to know. You actually have to have the mindset. And the fact is that a lot of people think that we're preparing for this post-apocalyptic world, and that's just ridiculous. The people that you see that are, it's possible, but that's really worst case scenario. I would rather just say that I'm preparing for anything, and I'm not, by preparing, I mean I'm not changing my lifestyle. Like, I am, but I'm not changing the way I live. I'm not, not going out at night and not going out for dinners and stuff because, I think that something's going to happen. I'm just sort of waiting at home. It's not how it works. You just have to have the mindset that you can acknowledge that something can occur. You have to stop living in this fairy world where you think that our society is indestructible. So this video is sort of just to honestly urge you to look around at your families and look around at how volatile the world is, and just change your mindset just step by step. I mean, you don't have to be drastic in this. You just have to know. You just have to think about what would you actually do to protect your family if something did occur. And if in a societal collapse and stuff, your bank accounts and your material objects are just going to be nothing. They're going to be worthless. So, I just point of this video is just to sort of give you an idea about what we actually think about in a real sort of light. And it's not all about zombies and that sort of stuff. It's about real life problems, about floods, it's about bushfires, it's about earthquakes, that sort of stuff. So next time, so I really do want you to sort of think about it and look around at your families and just think about what you would actually do if something did occur. Alright guys, well that's it from me, so thanks for watching.